So today I want to talk about the teaching from Master Zhu on meditation. Specifically, is the meditation of the four foundation of mindfulness, starting with the body. And he does that by explaining there are actually four stages in your mindfulness, in your examining of your body. And it starts with just knowing. Just know that you're doing something. So even though we did an hour worth of exercise, it is in fact meditation because we're focusing on the knowing part. So I always tell you, know your body, know your hand, know your neck, know the changes in your body, the four elements. It's all about knowing. It's all about knowing. It's all about staying focused with who you are. Okay? When you breathe, just know that you're breathing in, breathing out. That's all, just the knowing part. Then the second and the third is in the Sanskrit is called samatha and vipassana. So if you have any experience studying with the 10-day vipassana silent meditation class, you know that's what they practice. They practice samatha and vipassana. So the English translation is samatha is stillness, or actually stillness samadhi, but it's really stopping, ceasing, okay? Not be disturbed by the external, not to be disturbed. And then eventually you get to samatha, which is, that's samatha. When you get to vipassana, that's called insight or contemplation. If you ever study with Zen meditation, especially if you study with the Japanese Zen, the Soto Zen, they have a very important saying called the Shinkatasa. Shinkatasa means only sitting, just sit. That's an oversimplification of a very important concept that is focused on the second and the third, which is the silence and the contemplation. So in fact, the translation from the original teaching is called silent illumination. So I want to spend a little bit of time to talk about what does silent mean. What is silent? Because in the Sanskrit, that's called samatha. And then illumination is vipassana, that's called the contemplation. So we already know what the first part is knowing. I just want to talk about what is silence. It's really interesting that when you look at the Chinese word, the Japanese, the Soto Zen, okay, from the Chinese tradition, the Chinese word is called mak. Mak jiu. Mak is silence. So that's why it's called silence illumination. But if you look at the Chinese word mak, it is phenomenal. It's made out of two words. It's made out of the first word, which is called black, dark. The second word is dog. Mak is a dog that is black. Wow, what's going on? When I was growing up, we were very afraid of dogs. There's this concept of having a dog and a cat as pet is totally foreign to us. We don't understand that. Dogs are not pet. Dogs and cats are a member of the family. They have a job to do. The cats are to catch mice or to scare away the mice. The dog is to protect the family. They're there to stand guard, to protect the family so that people won't come to steal you. And as growing up, I know that the most fierce dog are the one that's black. In fact, for some reason, people don't like black dogs that much. That's why my son used to work for a pound. He said the problem is when the black dogs, they don't get adopted so easily. It's just how we are. But a black dog is one that's guarding the gate, guarding the thieves. So in meditation, we have 6 thieves. These are the people that will come in and steal you away from you, steal your treasure. The 6 thieves are the eye, the nose, the tongue, the ear, and the body and the mind. So when we talk about samatha, it's like the black dog that is guarding the gate so that we don't get disturbed by the sound, by the smell, by the taste, by the body, and most importantly, we don't get disturbed by our own karma. That's the brain. But think about what the dog does. Think about the dog. The dog is there to guard, and when the thief comes, it scares away the thief. But when the thief leaves, they don't follow the thief because their job is to protect that gate. Their job is not to chase after the thieves. That's what it means to have samatha. This comes from the sixth patriarch, that you are like the guard guarding your door. And when it comes, you greet it. So meditation is not about shutting off. So this is what people understand, is that it is not about shutting off. It is about not following. Know that the thief comes, tell the thief to go away, or in fact greet the thief and say, hey, don't come in here. And then when the thief leaves, don't follow. Just stay with your mind. That's meditation. That's meditation. That when you're in a business meeting and people are trying to come into an agreement, and all of a sudden you see one person just talking crap, you just greet that as if it's trying to steal away from you. But you don't let your mind follow. You don't get into that argument with him. That's Zen. It doesn't matter who that is. It doesn't even matter if it's a president of the United States. If he's talking crap, don't follow. That's the second stage of meditation. To know, to seize, to contemplate, and then finally the last stage, which is to let go. Okay? Thank you.